tried to record this video like 4 times. If I cannot get it right in this moment, I'm done. Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Those who are new, thank you for clicking on this video. Today I am going to do my first trimester update, really talking about my early pregnancy symptoms and the things that I went through throughout the first 13 weeks. If you guys want to see this video, just stay tuned. I'm going to start off around 3 weeks because that's when I found out I was pregnant. That is super early to be finding out you're pregnant, but I'm a person that really knows my body like clockwork. I clock my periods. I come on every 28 to 29 days. So when I hit 32, I knew it was a problem. No, but seriously, my boobs were really big and really tender and sore. And during my first trimester, sorry, I'm still burping. During my first trimester, I was still in undergrad. I was doing my internship, and I usually don't take naps or anything like that, but I found myself after my internship taking naps and going to sleep, waking back up, going right back to sleep, and it just didn't feel right. I was overly tired. My boobs were sore all the time, and I became extremely hungry, not the regular hungry I usually am. Now, I got kind of confused a little bit because I'm like, okay, I took the pregnancy test that Monday, and I was supposed to come on my period that Friday. I was going to take it Sunday, but I was like, I'm going to wait. So I took the pregnancy test, and then boom, it was 2 lines, but not surprised because, again, I know my body. So I feel like immediately once I found out I was pregnant, I start, like, all the symptoms that says that you experienced that week on the apps that I was using, I was experiencing. And speaking of apps, I will tell you about the 3 apps that I used once I found out I was pregnant. I started using the What to Expect app, the Pregnancy Plus app, and the Pregnancy Sensor app. My favorite one is the Pregnancy Plus app because I think it's pretty cool that it's loading now. It has this like little 3D baby, and you can like spin it around, and you can like touch it and it'll move and things like that. I really like that feature. Also, I have articles that tell you how far along, how many days you're pregnant, what to expect, and things like that. Really cool app. All 3 of the apps do different things, but they work. Around 5 weeks, that's when, if you see me looking at this, I wrote all my notes down in my phone every week for whatever I was expecting or whatever symptom I was having during that week. I jotted it down so I can be able to make this video for you guys today. So around 5 weeks, I was really lazy and really tired. Immediately when I found out I was pregnant, I started taking cod liver pills and the 1-a-day women vitamins. But yeah, I started feeling really lazy, really tired. Like I just didn't have the energy to even do my hair, do my makeup, put on clothes. And that's around the time I just cut my hair. And anybody know when you get a short haircut, it's high maintenance. So you're going to have to constantly making sure that it's in style. And I didn't have the energy to do it. Eventually, I just started slicking my shit to the back. So I did experience burping, and I still experience burping until today. I have 2 types of burps, just the regular burp that you will have, but then I have this second type of burp. It's like when I burp, it's really gross. Like my whole body is shake because it's so nasty. I realized that I get that burp after eating certain foods, and when I take my prenatal vitamins in the morning with nothing on my stomach, I will get that nasty burp. And it's just it's hard to describe. It's just like, it tastes funky, if you get what I'm saying. Like, that sounds so nasty, but it tastes like really gross and really funky. And every time I burp and I taste that taste, it will make my whole body shake. I hate it so much, and I still have it till today, and I'm like 3 days away from being 18 weeks, so 5 months. I was getting to the point where during the 5-week stage, I was usually eating a lot. When I didn't eat, I would feel sick. So I literally was eating constantly to not feel sick, which that was the total opposite later on down the line, which you guys will find out. I was having these very vivid dreams, like really crazy dreams. Like I would have dreams like I was riding a white furry cat like a horse, and me and my fiance will have these really crazy vivid dreams, and we'll wake up the next day just talking about our crazy dreams that we were having. Around 7 weeks, that's when I pretty much was taking the medication that they provided me with, because I did early on start getting acid reflux. She gave me a pill. She gave me the pills for my nausea, because I was really nauseous to the point that I really started throwing up a lot. It never got to the point that I had to go to the hospital. I was pretty close. I was able to manage it in different ways, and I would definitely give you guys some tips on what I did to manage. I did a lot of research, asking a lot of questions. I would ask every pregnant person known to man and just try it to see what worked, and I would definitely let you guys know what worked for me. So around the 7 weeks, I was pretty much TMI, constipated. I was told that I wasn't eating enough fiber, and that's from constantly taking the medication that was given to me every day. I did the apple juice, I did the prune juice, I ate apples, I did the spinach, I did salads. I really couldn't keep anything down, so the only thing that worked was hot lemon water. So every morning I would drink hot lemon water, or before I go to bed I would drink hot lemon water, and that would help me get my... Early on, 7 weeks, my boobs and my belly was itchy. It's not really as itchy as it was in the beginning, but I did not scratch. I used my shea butter. I actually bought like a brand from Palmer's. I can show you guys. Give me one moment. It's actually gone. That's how much I love this stuff. It's Palmer's Shea Formula Raw Butter, Raw Shea Balm. This is it, just to prove to you guys. I'm going to go get another one in the morning because I actually used it all up today. I really love this stuff. It has shea butter, cocoa butter, and vitamin E oil in this. Again, during the 7 weeks, I was burping a lot. I became really gassy as well. That's something that I had picked up my 7 weeks. Some of the favorite things I like to eat, I started not to like them anymore. So I'm a cereal person. Still to today, I cannot eat cereal. Like being 17 weeks, I actually had a dream about Frosted Flakes, and they had a brand with like extra frost. So I went to Publix to try to find it, but I ended up just buying Frosted Flakes, and I ate Frosted Flakes, and then I ate like 2.5 bowls of Frosted Flakes, and I threw it up, and I was so sad. I wanted to cry. But cereal, Lucky Charms is my favorite. I can eat that every day. I threw that up, and eventually I just learned, you know, right now, just don't eat cereal because Baby J don't like cereal. Okay, so around the 7th and 8th week, that's when my throwing up had gotten really bad. Like I was throwing up every morning when I brushed my teeth. Like I couldn't even, my reflexes was so bad I could not brush my tongue. Like I couldn't get the back of my teeth. I could only, you know, the front, and try to I had 10 seconds before the first gag, and when I got that first gag, I was automatically going to throw up. So I literally had 10 seconds to try to hurry up and brush my teeth and get what I can get. It was very difficult. So mind you, I'm throwing up every morning, after every meal, in the middle of a meal. I was just throwing up constantly to the point I did not know what to do. So I talked to my doctor. She said start eating more plain food. So literally salt and pepper on your meats and your vegetables and stuff. And it got so bad, like the smell, my sense of smell is like really good. Like I could smell anything. You know, that could be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because if something smells good, it smells amazing. But if it's something that smells bad, I will literally throw up from the smell. And it was a time we stayed in a complex, so I will smell this smell and it will linger on into our apartment. So I called myself for 3 days, like trying to deep clean the whole entire apartment. I mean, like cleaning the carpets, the drains in each bathroom and the kitchen, pouring stuff in there to try to get this smell out. So every day when my fiance come home from work, I'm like, hey, do you smell that? If you hear him, I apologize. He's in the living room playing Call of Duty online with his friends. But I would ask him like, hey, do you smell anything? He's like, no, it actually smelled really good in the house. Like, I don't smell anything at all. Then eventually I had to learn the smell from the hallway and other people's apartments are lingering into this apartment. So it would still smell good to me, but I would still faintly smell that smell that I can't stand smelling. It's still here, but it's not as bad as the beginning of my pregnancy. So yeah, when I started throwing up a lot, she told me to eat plain food. It got to the point that I was just drinking soup, the juice to soup, or like chicken broth or something like that, crackers. That's what I had to drink. It was so bad. I couldn't even drink water. It got to a point where water was tasting like slime. So the only thing that I could drink was Gatorade, Pedialyte, if that, because sometimes Pedialyte was too thick and I would throw it up, and juice or Kool-Aid. That's the only thing that I can drink, which I hated the most because I absolutely love water, and to not be able to drink it, it was horrible. But now, about 14 weeks, I was able to drink water again, and I've been drinking it non-stop. I feel like my morning sickness and everything hit its peak around the 8th, 9th, and 10th week. That's when everything was really, really bad. It was to the point that when I threw up in the morning, I would see like a little blood. But when I talked to my doctor and we looked up everything, she was like, as long as it's not blood clots, you are okay. Like a little bit of blood is kind of because your esophagus is tearing because you're throwing up every day. But if it gets to the point that you're throwing up like a lot of blood or blood clots, go to the emergency room. But it was just like a slight faint line of red. It wasn't like anything crazy. But after that 13 weeks, the actual morning sickness feeling like I had to throw up went away. And yeah, as far as my skin, it actually did the opposite. Like I used to have acne prone skin, so I will break out, but during this whole entire process, my face like stopped breaking out. Like I don't break out. So now I'm doing like damage control. Since my face don't break out anymore, I just been treating the acne spots that's on my face, you know, like getting them together, lighting them up, taking care of my skin, getting my pores together. I feel like my son is like helping my skin. And I really feel like that's because the estrogen that is being produced in me to make him is helping out with my skin. So after this is all over with, I'm definitely want to talk to my esthetician about what we can do to, you know, keep this glow going, because I love it. Peeing a lot. I really just started peeing a lot, which was in my second trimester, which I'm not going to get into that because I want to save my second trimester for my second trimester update. And that is pretty much it. The first trimester is really, you know, your body is trying to get used to what's going on inside. I didn't really have a lot of back pain. The only time I had any type of pain is when I was at my old job serving and I was standing a lot, so I would get lower back pain. I really didn't start having any type of pain until it hit my second trimester. I couldn't eat, but now that I eat, if I get too full, my stomach will hurt. Or sometimes, oh, I take that back, I did have cramps in my lower part where my uterus was, but it wasn't to the point that it was like hurting. It was like you feel like cramping, almost like you finna come on your periods. Like that's almost like period cramps, but not, because period cramps could be a little bit more intense than the cramps that I was feeling. It can make you kind of nervous, but it's definitely normal to feel cramps, period like cramps, when you are in your first trimester. So that is my first trimester update. I really hope this was helpful for some of you guys to hear my early pregnancy symptoms. And definitely like, comment, and subscribe if I have any pregnant women watching this video. Definitely talk about some of your first trimester symptoms below. Anything that happened during your second trimester that I should look forward to. And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you guys I will let you guys see my bump. Okay. So I am, what am I? I'm 17 weeks and 3 days. So this is from the front. If I have an innie, like if you go look at my swimsuit video, my belly button do not stick out, and now it's sticking out. It usually used to be like this. But yeah, this is the front, and my tattoo is definitely expanding, and that line here is getting darker. Okay, let me turn to the side. And yeah, this is my 17-week belly. And that's it. Okay, now, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye!